So hey guys, the Gary O'Neill press conference has just taken place. I'm out and about, but as always I'm going to bring you the main points from his press conference on the fly. In this video, Gary's been asked about the VAR, of course, Liverpool, Jurgen Klopp. We've got the latest injury news, a little bit of good news for you on that as well, and all of that in between. So the main points really, as I say, they started off, of course, asking Gary regarding Wolves, asking the Premier League to abolish VAR and ask his opinions and the points on that. He was obviously, as always, very diplomatic. He basically said it's good to be having the discussion, that Jeff was particularly not happy with how things had gone this year, in terms of obviously not just the decisions Wolves have had, but of course the fans' experience. And asked him if he would keep it. He said, well, not in its current form. If we're going to keep it, it does need to improve and get a lot better. He referenced automatic offsides, the speed of the decisions, clear and obvious, all of those sort of things. And he was also asked later in the press conference about if he knew about the managers, who was going to vote for and against and stuff like that. And he said, well, from chatting to people, he knows a lot of the managers aren't happy with it in its current form. It's good that the discussions are going to be open, and if it ends up staying, then it does need to be massively improved, and hopefully this will help it. We're going to be asked about Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool, of course. Wolves facing Liverpool at Anfield. Jurgen Klopp's last game, who interestingly in his press conference actually stated that he would get rid of VAR. He said it's the people that implement it that aren't good enough. If they're not good enough, let's get rid of it. He talked about Jurgen Klopp because he did spend a little bit of time teaching the under-23s at Liverpool, and he said obviously it was unfortunately during COVID. Jurgen did come down apparently. They're all in their little bubbles. I did have a few conversations. Looking forward to the weekend at Anfield and the game. And he said that Jurgen Klopp is an icon, really. He said what he's achieved. He said most managers come and go at a club. They have some good bits, they have a bit of a bad bit, they get done. He said Jurgen Klopp's been there for 10 years and like 95% has been fantastic for him, and he's getting to say a goodbye. But Wolves have a job to do. If they win the game, they can still finish as high as 10th. He was asked as well about the season as a whole. He said, well, if you'd have said at the start of the season, with everything that happened, that coming to the last game of the season, we've got an opportunity to still finish 10th, he would have snapped your hands off. And so he talked about that. Also, looking ahead to the game, we've got some injury news, interesting injury news. Actually, he has, boom, confirmed that Pedro Neto is going to be available for the Liverpool game, and he's going to be in the squad. He asked about the other teams, the other injury information. He basically said that everyone's okay, pretty much, apart from Pablo Sarabia, who's had a bit of an injury situation. Interestingly enough, here at Always Wolves, we had someone that sent an email in a couple of days ago about Pablo Sarabia and that he might be out. So that was really, really interesting, and that seems to be coming to pass. And other than that, he said apart from the ones that we know about, of course, Craig Dawson being out, everyone's should be available, and it's good to do that. We've got to go out there and try and put on a performance. Obviously it's going to be an emotional atmosphere for the Liverpool fans, for Jurgen Klopp and everything, but Wolves have got to go out there and try and win the game and make it tough for Liverpool as possible. It's not just about a bit of a hurrah. Wolves are a competitive team, and they're going to try and get a result. Our full match preview will be out on Saturday, so make sure that you do subscribe to that. He was asked a little bit about the summer, which was really interesting. He went on to say that you know, he'd actually had some conversations with Jeff this week, some really positive conversations with Jeff this week about the summer. Plans are starting to move. He's obviously, there was asked about his own situation. He said nothing's happened on that as yet. He is looking forward to having a proper pre-season, and with the players, he said, although saying that it's going to be a little bit disruptive with all the international competitions and friendlies, and there's going to be a lot away, and when we get back, you know, they won't have a full squad to start with, but he is looking forward to a really positive pre-season and getting stuck in with regards to that. He emphasised what a big summer this is going to be with comings and goings. It's an absolutely massive summer. He said with the Premier League, we'll find you out, we'll find your squad out, and in some ways the form and some of the things that they've found out at this point of the season has been good to learn. It's a little jab in the ribs for everyone on what we need to do better and how we need to improve. Those are all the main points from the Gary O'Neill press conference. Can you tell me where I am today? Out and about. Look out for the preview that's coming. Loads of content coming from Anfield. We will be there, of course, at Anfield, getting you lots of content, reacting after the game, the match vlog. An extra time this week will be probably on the Monday evening, and then obviously we've got loads of news coming up over the summer. So if you enjoyed the video, please smash a like. If you're brand new, hit that subscribe button and hit the bell notifications. Until the next one, always Wolves.